Hi guys, welcome to Mala's Verse. Welcome if you're new here, welcome if you have been here before. Thank you so much for joining me in today's reading. So, today's reading is going to be for a collective that is consisting of artists and creatives. We are going to specifically look at, how can we be more sure of ourselves? Maybe it's your creative artwork and not you, but is surely going to look into how can we be more sure of ourselves. And before we get into the reading, take a few deep breaths, breathe out through your mouth. I'm going to ring the singing bowl. All right, guys, so we are going to look into what is causing this web of uncertainty or fear of uncertainty, maybe about the future as well, or the project that you are investing your time and energy in. So let's see what shows up. All right, we have King of Cups and Ten of Cups. That's an interesting combination. And the bottom deck energy is Judgment. So definitely a lot of water energy, especially with the Judgment card as well, because it does represent or has that Pluto energy, which is associated with Scorpio. King of Cups, Ten of Cups, again water energies. Ten of Cups is, I think, is it Jupiter in or Mars in Pisces? I'm not too sure. Maybe it's Mars in Pisces. And we have King of Cups as well. I wonder if this uncertainty is somehow related to a father wound, and especially having a childhood or an energy of a distant father. So maybe in your childhood your father was distant, maybe they still are, especially emotional distance more than anything else. And there's this I feel a strong energy in my heart center. Wow. um, there's this heavy load that this collective of artists and creators are carrying about not wanting to be a fearing judgment from this parent figure or someone who is someone who you look up to as a father figure, because they have provided and supported you for a really long time in some way, shape, or form. Specifically, this could be that they provided for you materially or in any way, shape, or form, but they did not have a lot of inputs in terms of compassion or caring for you emotionally. And for others of you, I do perceive that this is just that this person or this father like figure is someone who's not emotionally quite expressive. So it's not that they are distant because of any resistance or anything of that sort, or because of any negative arguments or energies, but more so that the personality that this person has is quite distant. I mean, emotionally inexpressive, not very good at expressing their emotions, but they have always made sure that you are taken care of, that everything is taken care of, especially when things are all right, when things are not going well, when there's chaos around. This is the person who stood by you or stood through these storms with you, supporting your family in any way they can. So I do feel like if some of you here do not have a good connection with your father or even parents here, so because sometimes that does happen, that family dynamics shift in a way where the mother is carrying more masculine energy and the father is carrying the more feminine energy, or maybe they are not carrying any energy at all, or vice versa, whatever the situation is. So only take what resonates with you. But there's certainly a wound here around a father figure or someone who's been emotionally distant yet supportive. I don't know how to explain this energy. I hope that it makes sense. So because I've seen this in Asian parents a lot, or even especially in Indian parents, where the fathers have a lot of love for their daughters, but they might not be good at expressing it or sharing their emotions or sharing their viewpoints. Or it could be the other end of the spectrum where they're only focused on what's going well physically, and so emotionally they are shut off, and they may not tend to you or care for you emotionally. So it could be any of those scenarios or a combination of this. And I do perceive with our artists and creators collective here that that's the wound that's creating this fear, or this fear of being judged if you come into your own skin, become your own person. Because wow, we have two of swords right beneath the judgment card. So see how this woman or this figure is shedding her skin, and now she is rising up, being reborn. So that rebirth energy might be palpable to you, very clear to you, but that fear of being judged for who you are is keeping you in the stalemate energy, where you are not able to make a choice, or you still feel that if you come into your own being, come into your own skin, that if you are a person of your own, you are still, because of this wound, associating that being who you truly are might still be you impersonating somebody else, while that's just a lie that's been fed to you, or a lie that you must have bought growing up. Because the way we have the illustration here for the two of wands, we have two masks here. So I do perceive that the more closer you are, or the stronger energy you are emanating, or not emanating, but the stronger intention you have to stand firm in who you are, to stand true, to be true to who you are and embody that energy, the more this fear of impersonating, or imposter syndrome, that's the term I've been wanting to say. So that imposter syndrome energy might be coming through, and it's around this wound, especially in terms of family relationships and a divine masculine energy or a fatherly energy. So let's look into how can you clear this energy up. I'm going to use those tarot stands once I have a few set of cards here, so that I can gauge how much space I require. So please bear with me for a few moments here as we go through further questions. So how can we as a collective how can we deal with this? Going to check this deck again for another question. So wow, bottom deck energy is Three of Cups. So certainly connecting with like-minded people more and more. I would say more than connecting with new people, this is like enjoying your time with people who have stood with you through thick and thin, or have genuine intentions towards you, or this could very well be your spirit team. So indulging more of your time with these energies that have been supportive of you, that have celebrated who you are, where you feel that you thrive, where you feel that your energy thrives. Oh, wow. How can we deal with this? We have Five of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. Hmm. I feel like it's just, one, I mean, in the simplest of terms, and I'm going to go into details here. There's this just one thing that we have to let go of, which will really bring to us this profound sense of stability with the Four of Pentacles here, because we are going from a five to a four. Of course, the suits are different, but this is like just leaving, how many balloons do we have? Because my attention is even again going to the balloon, and we have two white and a golden one or a yellow one. So the yellow one is actually reminding me of our ego, because it's reminding me of the sun. So ego as well. So there is this association with, not disassociation, I'm saying there's this association that with the past, with the regrets, with the wounds, that is, you know, that's just us holding on to this identity, this ego part of us, which no longer aligns with who we are. And once we let go of that emotional pain, that emotional baggage, not in terms of, so I'm not even talking about if you should go into therapy to release this, etc., but just this simple knowing that whatever happened, what yeah, like whatever happened was, at this point in time, you do not have anything in your power to change it. Oh my god, no. So whatever happened is something you cannot undo, and so giving it so much weightage, so much time and energy of yours is only making you feel lack and exhausted in your own energy, in your own body, in your own emotional self. And just the simple acceptance of what happened does not even define you, and at the same time it's not something you can undo but learn from, is going to give you a lot of wealth here with the Four of Pentacles. That's what I'm receiving it. Prosperity will start grounding in your life, will start becoming much more firm in your life with the Four of Pentacles. There will be a renewed sense of identity for sure, because this one identity that's not true to us we are leaving behind. So there's a refreshed sense of an awareness of what our true identity is, and feeling firm and sure in that. So I'm just going to pull one extra card for this Four of Pentacles. There is a strong, so there's again strong Scorpio and Capricorn energy showing up with the Five of Cups also, representing Scorpio energy, and Four of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. Page of Swords. Wow. So we have the Eight of Three. This is the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and right beneath that is again that King of Cups, and beneath which is the devil, my friends. So we are stuck here. There is this bondage. This, I wonder if there is any form of shame, guilt, fear around this, which is keeping you stuck to this loop of wanting to prove or improve rather this connection. But clearly what we are being asked to do is to let go of this identity, and that in itself is going to bring in such strong security, this identity that we have associated about ourselves through these wounds. So letting go of that is going to ensure that stability, that firmness in our own life. And we have that Page of Swords being clarified, sorry, Four of Pentacles being clarified with the Page of Swords. And the bottom deck energy is Eight of Wands and Six of Pentacles. So interestingly enough, here this Eight of Wands is actually reminding me of the Tower card, or things going out of control because of hastiness, speed, or wanting to reach the conclusion too fast. So Four of Pentacles is being clarified with the Page of Swords. So what that tells me is actually your wisdom through these experiences writing them down and shifting that. So there's this concept of pivoting, which is a tool that Abraham Hicks talks about. And what they mention there is every subject has two sides. One is wanted, one is the unwanted, right? And we are aware of it. So what they talk about in pivoting is, yes, you are aware of both the sides of something that's wanted, something that's unwanted, but taking out time to focus on what's wanted. So, for example, the simplest of examples is I'm feeling irritated. So, I do know that I do not want to feel irritated. So, what is it that I do want? Right? So, just pivoting in that sense in terms of asking a question instead of, just brewing in that irritation and anger for hours together or minutes together. As soon as you feel or you get aware that you are feeling irritated, ask, just talk to yourself and say, hey, I know this is not what I want, this is not what I would like to have, so what is it that I would like to have? And repeat that question time and again, because Abraham Hicks and their philosophy is mostly around law of attraction. So the more you focus your attention on what is it that I want, even just asking that question with ease, with no prejudice, no bias, no preconceived notion, just like a fun question, what is it that I want? That's going to shift your focus more and more towards what you want, because your vibration is going to shift, because you're now seeking what is it that I want. So when you are seeking, when your vibration is getting into this frequency of seeking what is it that I want, it's going to shift your energy. So Page of Swords is actually telling me that, write down what is it that you want, what is working well in your life, what are the positive aspects of where you are right now, rather than emphasizing on what's not working. That's going to again, forge that path for you. And this sword is actually reminding me of a term, of not a term, but probably a phrase that's used in Hindi, patthar ki lakir, which is written in stone, or writing. Yeah, it's written in stone essentially. And so using this knife to carve out on a stone what is it that you want, that's the energy I'm getting. That's how sharply it will, or deep rooted it will, or deeply rooted it will be, the more we repeat this energy of what is it that we really want, rather than focusing on what's not working out, or associating ourselves with the identity of what was. Now I'm going to look at, the more we do this, what's going to be the result. So, oh, it's already 17 minutes. How does it get any better than this? We have strength and we have the Emperor. I mean, both of these, I pulled these cards in front of you guys, did not even peek into the deck, and I did shuffle it, right? So I mean, I'm just trying to emphasize that energy more so, because, and Nine of Pentacles, my beautiful artists and creators. Wow. Nine, I mean, as an artist, wouldn't you imagine yourself in a situation like this, where you are under a tree that's full of fruits and you're just having your afternoon, you know, not what's that? Not the okay, the word that's coming to my mind is matinee. So maybe some of you would want to have a good nap in the afternoon, but just sipping on your choice of beverage and having a gala time, reading a book, or maybe even watching a movie, anything, right? Anyway, we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is self-sustenance, feeling financially, physically independent and rich and nourished. And it's such a beautiful dress also, that's this person is wearing. So feeling fulfilled in all aspects, having that almost sensual, like literally experience that experiencing that sensual energy of how it is to be fulfilled in every pore of your being. And beneath that, we have the 10 of Pentacles. Again, fulfillment, and 9 to 10, we are progressing, right? So, anyway, the cards that we have got are the Strength and Emperor. So that's Saturn energy and also Aries energy. I do perceive that the more we are able to do this, the result in the simplest of terms is, sure-footedness and resilience in who we are. The Emperor is a very self-actualized energy, a true alignment with your values, with what you want to create in the world, with your strengths, your prowess, your powers, your hidden strengths, aligning with it and wielding it in the most conscious way with the Strength card here, knowing when to simmer down with that woman energy, not just in the card but within the Rider-Waite system also. We have a lion and a woman who's wearing that white gown. So knowing when to shift in those energies, when to be the lion who's ferocious, and when to be that graceful, clear, soft, and even firm woman who's able to tame the lion and as well as share her word, share her energy. I'm just talking about energies here, so it's not about the gender, but share her peace without feeling perturbed or without feeling, frazzled. So that's the result that we will be actualizing for ourselves the more we are able to let go of this identity through identity of what did not work out, especially in terms of how we see this connection between this father wound and family. So now I'm going to place the cards here, at least these two. All right. And since we are talking about what to embrace, first I'm going to put those. So what we need to do is, I wonder if this will fit in. It can fit in here, right? In front of this. Yeah. All right. Okay. So I'm going to ask any last question, messages that need to come through as to how can we deal with this. The Moon card and Hanged Man. Yeah, reflect on your strengths and know that you are this panther. You have this strength, you have this resilience which you have built through all of these wounds that you have been trying to overcome in some way, shape, or form, that you've been actively working on, that you've been taking accountability for, to release from your system, um, in the sense that the remnants of it that blocks you. So you've been ferocious about it. You've been ferocious about not wanting to give up. Acknowledge that. The more you acknowledge how far you have come, what resilience you have built, how much strength you have shown, the easier it would be to, embrace this new energy of the Emperor, a person who's self-actualized, a person who knows where to go, a person who knows how to chart their life forward, how to chart the map of their own life. All right, so I do feel like I have space for another, standee or whatever this is. So going to place this card here. Thanks for being patient with me, guys, as I figure these things out. Cool. So Page of Swords and the Moon is, I'm going to put these here. And definitely there's a cycle completion that's happening for all of these beautiful artists and creators I have on this collective. So I'm going to pull just one last card as to actually acknowledge what's going well right now. So even this is an affirmation deck, but let's see what shows up. So what's going well for us, so that can be the booster for us to keep going forward. We have joy is the ultimate creator. I wonder if you guys are actually good at creating time for things that bring you joy. Maybe, it's in the simplest of things. Maybe you've had a hectic, 10-hour day, 10-hour work day, yet you are able to find something fun, something exciting in your day-to-day activities as well. Maybe you're cooking food for yourself and you just simply draw that smiley on your soup or coffee, whatever have you, through with this milk whitener or with the cream in the coffee or with a sauce in that soup that you make, with whichever way. Essentially, those cute little moments, you know how to create joy for yourself in everyday moments and amplify that energy within you, because that's one of your strengths, my dear artists and creators. And I feel like I need to pull one card more, or one more card. We have I'm getting goosebumps reading this. We have my fearless freedom lights up the world. You guys, I told you with the moon card also, how to, any other messages about how you can be sure is just reiterating this message. Totally different decks, but they're talking about how you have overcome so many of your fears. You are a force to be reckoned with, you beautiful artists and creators. So don't forget that and keep banking upon that energy. Keep, like I said in the pivoting example, right? Focus on the energies that have been going well for you, that's working out for you. When you recognize more of what is it that I would like to have, when you focus on that question, what is it that I would like to have, what is it that I do want to do, what is it that I want to have more of in my life, you are shifting your point of attraction, your focus, your vibration towards that seeking energy, where you're seeking more goodness in your life in some way, shape, or form, and let the universe bring it to you, right? Be in that energy of fun curiosity rather than just mulling over what did not go well, or who did or didn't give you approval. I know it's easier said than done, but incorporating these energies, these activities of pivoting, remembering that your identity is not restricted to what happened or what was done, and what was written in the past for you does not have to define your future. Remembering these things is going to, I'm getting the word, it's going to eradicate any narratives that does not make you feel sure in yourself. So anyway, that's all that I have for you guys. I hope that this was helpful in some way, shape, or form. Do share your thoughts in the comment section below. Do like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you again so much for joining, and I hope to see you in future readings. Bye bye.